Now, we move on to something else equally emotional. This time of the season, end of the season, we look at what is the dream team. If you could pick your ideal Premiership side, what would it be? Gentlemen, we were all asked the question. This is the amalgam of the team that we put together as our dream team. There wasn't too much argument, was there, Ben, over the composition of this?
No, I mean, up front, the second rows were pretty universal, though I thought Manoa could have slotted in at 8 as well, and Ed Slater could have gone in there. I think we were all agreed with 6 and 7. I think those two have been absolutely outstanding. And then probably the other contentious position was Loosehead. A few people saying Joe Marler, a few saying Waller from Northampton Saints as well. But, you know, it went on the number of votes, and that's our forward pack.
The impressive one is lad Dave Ward here. I mean, a remarkable season for him. Dylan Hartley pushed him hard, but that's an amazing position for him to have taken up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to go from 4th choice hooker for Harlequins and you know, be the Premiership hooker of the season in our eyes is a tremendous achievement, and he's been brilliant around the field. His biggest strength's been at the breakdown, and you know, an absolute asset, and probably, you know, he's right up there depending on who goes to. We already know Tom Youngs isn't going to go to New Zealand. If Dylan Hartley's not available for that first game, he might well be your man.
We could have thought also putting Berger at 7 and 8 and 6. He's had such a big season. Austin, we'll give you control of the back line. Yeah. Any big arguments there?
Well, the main argument is actually at fly half, where Stephen Myler actually got selected after many votes. We had to go back to the vote. A lot of people went for Owen Farrell. I personally went for Owen Farrell. I thought he's had an amazing season.
Yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, damn, OK. I went for Myler. He's a much better player. No, but Myler won because of his overall value to his side, I think. It came down to him, Cipriani. I mean, his appearances, his kicking stats, he gives them a stability which Northampton have lacked at 10 for a number of years now. The other big question was actually in the midfield, and over Kyle Eastman, did we pick Manu Tuolangi? Although he's only played 8 games, he is such an influence for Leicester Tigers that he almost forced his way into the side. The back three pretty much picked himself. Brown forced his way into the team with his performances. Largely for England, actually. It's hard to forget how good he was in the Six Nations, but Pennell was very, very close in taking the 15 shirt.
And Chris Pennell came very, very close to for Worcester. OK, Worcester get relegated, but he put in a big season.
He certainly did, yeah. He had a fantastic year in a side that was largely going backwards.
OK, there was some nodding of heads here, and there was some shaking of heads too. So, OK, who do we not agree with there, Will?
I'd say sort of George Ford, especially in the sort of latter half of the season. Some of the lines he's been running have just been phenomenal.
He was in there. He was the split, wasn't he? In the end, we had to name our top 3, and it went back to who came second and who came third amongst us. So certainly.
Anyone else?
And then I'd also say sort of Ashton, especially in the European sort of, or the Heineken Cup, he's been getting tries all over the shop, and I'm not sure what his tackle percentage has been, but.
Okay.
He's had a big season. Strettle as well was a big talking point. So this is our team. This is the Opta team. Now, this is the one that's based purely on stats, carries, tackles, yards gained. So some names in here might be a bit of a surprise. Ben, when you look at the pack, Flats, when you look at the pack, you just groaned when you saw Haskell's face. Anything there that surprises you?
All those people, you know why they're up there in the stats league, because these guys, if you look at how it's weighted and the scoring system, if you carry a lot and make a lot of yardage, then these two do that. This guy makes an awful lot of turnovers at the breakdown. Top line-out guy. This guy's played at 8 as well, so he's got that extra benefit of all the work he did at number 8, but just phenomenal around the field, number of tackles he made. This guy, really high tackle percentage, carries an awful lot as well in a pack that's been going backwards. Most offloads, and then this guy comes in at the end, and you know, he's had a pretty good time at the breakdown. But
best triceps.
Yeah, best
he's had a big end to the season, has he? Austin, when you look at the backs, I mean, you look at the wingers, both from Worcester Warriors, a team that's got relegated.
Yeah, Lemmy gets in on average metres per carry. I think he's got the highest at 7.8. Jaunui's in for most defenders beaten. I think he's in the high 60s. Brown, in the last game of the season, overtook Pennell to get in, and he only just beat in both the highest number of metres, highest number of carries, highest number of offloads. Ford scored the most points. Danny Kerr's created the most tries. 12 Trees the most carries, and Gonover the most tries, and that's how the back line's made up.